Hey guys, it's Shadow, and I play Mark Campbell. If you like listening to our games, consider supporting us on Patreon. More patrons directly increase the quality and quantity of the games that we play. Go to patreon.com/critfail to support us. Thanks!
Lizzie is watching to see what Dillon's going to do because he's broken off from the rest of the group.
Yeah, Mark is going to watch Dillon do his work.
Do my work?
Dillon has very much got into the position that he wanted to do, but at this point now he seems confused about what it was he was going to do. So the sphere sits in a glade. It is brown and rusty and spherical in nature.
Spherish.
Dillon's on his left, everyone else is behind him. It is humming.
Alright, I guess if Dillon was going to take out his knees, Dillon's going to take out his knees.
He doesn't have to.
No successes. Okay, so Dillon rushes in from around the tree that he was snuck up and was hiding against, and races in quietly up behind the lone figure and does a full soccer side kick right into the back of the knee, and Dillon yells as he does this, "Take this!" And the foot hits metal and you hear a thung, and Dillon yelps in pain as he grabs his foot and he's hopping around on his left leg, hopping around while he's holding his right foot, screaming in pain.
And
oh my god, it's a Terminator!
And the figure moves.
It's what?
And it grabs Dillon. And it pulls him up to it and then lifts him off the ground. And you can see...
Oh.
Huh.
Close.
And it pulls
Creepy.
Dillon close. And the head turns and looks at him with glowing eyes. "Rude. Please do not." And it still holds him and it looks down. And then it looks back up. "Terminator. Fictional. Movie character. Cyberdyne Systems. Cyborg. War Machine."
How were you able to say these words without lips? What the hell are you?
He said, "I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. I was told she was here. Could I see her, please?" And then he dropped Dillon. And he looks down again, which he seems to do when he's accessing something. And then he looks up, listen, and understand. Terminators can't be bargained with, can't be reasoned with, doesn't feel pity, remorse, or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead. Interesting movie.
What's it talking about?
And it imitates Dillon.
What the hell are you?
I am known as Isaac.
I'm confused. First it's saying it's a T-800, now it's saying it's Isaac.
I think it was just trying to relate to you, Dillon.
You're the one who brought up the Terminator stuff.
Numbers, have you seen this thing?
Yeah, it's right there. What do we do?
Mark will walk over to the Terminator-looking thing and kind of look at it, move around to the side, look at it from the side, narrow his eyes.
And it does exactly the same thing. Like as you lean, it leans. Like a mirror, like a mime.
I've never seen a robot do this before.
While Mark's looking at the robot and it's looking back at him, Lizzie wants to go try and look at the small sphere. 1 success.
As you're looking at it, it pulses. Definitely a large amount of power passed through it. You can see... It says Echo System. And there's like a logbook attached, and it says Last Service by Mike Warren.
And is that all the logbook
Yeah,
says?
it's like got different things at different points that are sort of technical, and every 6 months or something there's... It's not like a official thing, it's just like... It's basically a fancier version of the toilet cleaning forms at like Walmart, where it says done at this time and who did the inspection.
Serviced this thing 1 month ago.
Are you responsible for all the adults acting weird?
It looks at you, ponders, looks back. Insufficient data. Are you responsible for the adults acting weird?
No!
No, we're not.
Why are you so certain?
'Cause you're the one next to the weird sphere thing and we're not.
He looks at Dillon.
As getting up off the ground and brushing twigs and bits of leaves off him and dirt.
More required information. Why do you think this one is weird?
What?
And Dillon points to himself. I'm weird?
I said the sphere!
Excuse me, you're weird.
And how can you have insufficient data about whether you caused something?
I am unsure of what it is that you are talking about. Sphere, normal piece of equipment, not under definition of weird. Small,
It is so
carbon-based
weird.
life form. Aggressive, confused. Possibly fits parameters of weird. Looks at Dillon.
Hey, I am not confused.
I thought he was going to say not carbon-based for some reason.
I thought so too.
I'm not a carbon copy.
Hey, I am not carbon-based.
There's no carbon copies going on here.
I can if you want to.
No, I just I don't know why I thought you were going to...
You have a reputation.
Yeah.
Well, what does your normal piece of equipment do?
It is a power link. From the Gravitron.
And what... The Gravitron's the big one?
There's a big sphere attached to this one. Is that the Gravitron?
Gravitron is a power source underground. In a tunnel.
Then
What's a
what's the big
Gravitron?
sphere back there?
I do not know. My instructions did not include any other equipment other than this one.
And what are you supposed to do with it?
I am to protect it against... And again, it's sort of searching for something. Weird. And looks at Dillon. Rude.
How do you turn it off?
I do not have that capability. However,
Well, who does?
it would probably need to be turned off at the source, at the gravitron.
How do you get there?
You would need to go through the tunnel.
Where's the tunnel start?
I do not know. My duties do not cover the tunnel. Only protecting Sphere from... Weird. Looks at Dillon. Rude.
Well, who told you to protect the sphere?
Company ID code 441765.
What company?
DARPA.
It's always DARPA.
I mean, that makes sense. They're always...
Well, if they didn't want everyone to think they were so weird, maybe they should stop doing weird stuff. Stick to making forests. That's fine.
I wonder if there's more of them.
Robots?
There's Dillon sort of looking at it.
Graviton security system. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
There's two?
Correct.
Where?
In the tunnels.
That sounds like something we're gonna have to deal with if we go in there.
It's got to have an off button.
What does?
This Terminator looking thing.
And Isaac starts to slowly circle Dillon, looking carefully.
And Dillon's just sort of turning around. So he's facing
Dillon does not have an off button.
It looks up at Lizzie. Why are you so certain? Are you certain I have one?
Humans don't.
Well, technically, if you hit them hard enough.
No. No.
Please demonstrate.
What are you doing?
No.
Gladly.
Why are you trying to give... We need to shut this thing off. We don't need to be telling robots how to stop humans.
So, do you want me to give you a thumping?
Maybe later.
What? That makes it sound personal?
Isaac looks back at Dillon. Delayed, rude.
As a love story.
What?
What?
Did he say delayed rude?
He did.
What does that mean?
Aggression at a later time, being planned.
Which isn't rude.
It is convenient to know when physical assault will happen.
You're not
I
a very
guess.
clever robot, are you?
I don't think we need to turn it off. I think we can just continue on.
I don't think it'll stop us unless we try and mess with the little sphere thing. If we have to go in the tunnels and turn something off there, then we don't have to mess with this sphere, right?
Right. I'm more worried about Tweedledum and Tweedledee, the security systems.
You don't happen to know how to turn them off, do you?
I am not sure what they are. I heard individual company person who programmed me was talking to someone on a communication device and called internal gravitron security. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Ha ha ha.
Very funny.
Is it? I don't understand what is called humour.
No, it's not very funny. It's not so much humor as a reference.
Reference.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you could come with us and turn off the security system?
I cannot. Outside of my parameters.
What are your parameters?
To guard the sphere from weird. Rude.
I really doubt whoever gave you that job said to guard it from weird and rude.
Parameters. Guard sphere. Stop interference, aggression, hostility. Looks at Dillon. Weird.
We're
Rude.
not that hostile.
Aggressive and hostile.
I can be nice. And Dillon walks over to the sphere and starts rubbing the sphere. See? Nice.
Does it build up like a static charge or
Oh,
something
wouldn't that
when he
be
does
nice?
that?
And all his hair stands on it. Do you think the people who programmed the robots and everything are back with all the other adults?
Probably.
When was the last time you heard from anyone from your company?
One day before Sphere came online.
Wait, the sphere was
The sphere
offline?
didn't used to be online?
Sphere. Power relay. Use. Agricultural.
It's not doing agriculture. It's stealing all the adults.
How does one steal an adult?
I don't know. Your sphere did it.
Agricultural system designed to pump water.
It's not pumping water. All the adults are just staring at it, and they all left, and they've been gone for days, and nobody has any parents or teachers or anything.
Query sent. Awaiting reply.
Now it just sounds like the police, but I bet they're back staring at the thing too.
I think it just contacted DARPA.
There's probably not even anyone to contact.
Unless DARPA's behind it. And they did it on
Well-
purpose.
Why would they do it on purpose if this is supposed to be pumping water?
I mean, that would just be a cover, right?
Why is it only affecting adults?
I don't know.
If it's just supposed to pump water, maybe it's how they grew the forest. They brought a bunch of water to the desert, and I don't know.
Aren't we like 90% water?
Yeah, sort of. That doesn't mean a water pump would pump you.
Oh, I thought it said... Didn't it say it had to get water?
It said it's a water pump for agricultural purposes. You think it's taking people because they're water? But then kids are water too. And so are... It would need... Like, it would attract all the animals and stuff.
Alright.
Well, do we wait for it to maybe contact someone? Or do we just go in case it does?
Well, it said there's a tunnel.
Yeah, we don't know where it is.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
There's some stuff we could try and look up. It says it's an ecosystem, and it says the last person that serviced it, and we know it's DARPA, so maybe we could find something out?
Maybe.
Ooh, there's a keypad here. Did you notice this before?
What?
The keypad.
Yeah, but I don't know what you type into it, so I'm not messing with it in case the robot murders me.
Well, it's just numbers. This isn't...
Well, the only number we've got is a company ID code. I guess you can try it.
Okay. What is it?
441765.
And Dillon gets yanked back.
Hey, I was being nice.
Tosses him on the ground. Rude.
How is using the keypad hostile or aggressive?
Interference with company property. What is your company ID code?
Oh.
441765.
Incorrect.
How do you know?
You are not in registry.
How do you know?
What is your code?
441765. How is the company ID code that you said not in the registry?
Company number is in registry. That is not your company number.
How do you know?
Your image does not match.
I got shorter.
Incorrect.
Is this Dillon laughing?
Dillon's laughing. See? Funny.
Is that humor?
It wasn't meant to be.
Is humor meant to be surprise?
Sort of.
Oh god, I wish I had a grenade. Be like, surprise, asshole.
Why would
Yes,
that
let's
be
give
funny?
Dylan a grenade. That sounds like a good idea.
Not particularly worried about being funny right now. Is Wayne just watching all of this unfold
Yep.
in silence and not writing and just
He
staring?
has his Walkman on, just watching.
He's not even listening.
He's like... So if we had a company ID code, we couldn't even log in unless you think we look like we're supposed to?
It is clear that you are not the owner of that code.
How do you know?
Company ID code linked to Lena Thelen.
She's gone.
We're her replacements.
What is your company ID code?
We got hers because she retired.
Incorrect. Code's not updated.
She's gone. You know that, right?
Lena, Dillon, designated supervisor.
She isn't around anymore. So how is she supervising?
Changes to parameters require company approval.
She was employed by DARPA last year. Her location is unknown. We can't get clearance from a supervisor that may not even exist anymore.
Then need clearance from supervisor that does. Need company clearance.
Look, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with this thing, Lizzie.
I know,
We can
but I'm
either-
kind of angry, so arguing with it's kind of fun.
Right. Well, we can look around for this tunnel, or we can try and look up where it is.
I want to look up what an ecosystem is.
I mean, we can do that. It just means it'll probably take longer to get everyone back to normal.
It's better to find out what we're getting into than find out that an ecosystem is terribly dangerous and then we go in a tunnel and just die.
I guess.
Look, if you want to stay here, you can, but I'm going back to find out something.
I just wanted to have a look around before we go.
Have at it.
Dillon's just coming up with dad jokes.
And saying them or just thinking them to himself?
Yeah, saying them to the robot. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? 'Cause he was outstanding in his field. Don't you get it? Do you get it? Right? You get it, right? He was outstanding in his field. Outstanding.
Why do crows need to be scared?
So they don't eat the crops.
I see.
I don't think you do.
Like, what kind of tea do you drink with the Queen? Royal tea, get it? Royal tea. Real tea. It's 2 words, but it's actually 1 word.
So it is the fact that it is 2 words, stated as 1 word, that is funny.
Dylan's scratching his head. He's looking at Lizzie. I don't think he gets it.
No, he doesn't.
I'm on the borderline of becoming teal at this point.
I was gonna say, I bet you didn't think this was gonna be the whole episode, but
Well, here you go. Here's one. Here's one you should get. The circle is the most ridiculous shape in the world. Do you know why? Because there's absolutely no point to it. No? Do you get it? Because it's a circle? There's no point?
But
No?
you can have different points on a
Come
circle.
on! You're an idiot.
why is that the funniest joke Dylan said?
I don't know.
Calling a robot an idiot.
Robot disagrees with the joke. You're an idiot. Well, I'm gonna go back and try and find out what an ecosystem is. So
Well, do you want me to follow you? I can't make heads or tails of this thing.
It's up to you. You can stay here and tell jokes to a robot, or you can go look for a tunnel, or you can come to a library or something. I don't know. Whatever you want.
I didn't find a tunnel nearby.
It's probably under the dome.
The dome? Do you mean the big sphere? How would we even get to that? Look, I'm going to the library. She's gonna turn around and start walking away.
Oh, wait up. I think we're all going to travel together.
She's just going and looking for anything she can possibly find to do with DARPA and an ecosystem or employee records to look up Mark Warren or anything
Give
like
me
that.
a D6. Wayne can play as loud and as long as he wants because there's no one to tell him otherwise.
Is the robot starting to understand jokes? It's like dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can. Get it? Cats can. No? Still? Really? Weird.
Mark, did you find anything?
No, there's nothing here. Whatever project they're doing is maybe off the books, or at least the library doesn't have a record of it.
I mean, I found something about the ecosystem.
Okay. What is it?
It's a power system that recycles unused power back into the system that would otherwise be lost. And it's in long-term testing to determine reliability in harsh conditions for NASA usage.
Interesting.
Also, there's 3 Mark Warrens in the phone book, but I don't know if calling them would do any good, because if they're adults, they're probably at the sphere. But I guess we could try.
Come to mention of it, have you seen any adults around? Other than the ones at the sphere?
No? I thought it was sort of established that they're all there.
It's hard to confirm that they're all there. For sure.
Lizzie's just gonna go start calling the 3 Mark Warrens.
The sphere might have a range. Like, it's not all the adults in the world, right? So if one of the Mark people, if they're out of the range, then they might be fine.
If they're out of the range, I don't think their phone number from the Boulder City phone book would reach them.
Maybe. I don't know.
Lizzie's calling Mark Warrens.
And after 15 minutes, you've had no answer on any of them.
No one's picking up.
I mean, if they are at the thing, at the sphere, we could go to their houses.
And do what?
Gather more information.
Do the addresses seem close?
Yeah, reasonably.
Okay. Do you want to split up and then, I don't know, meet at the 3rd one or what?
Sure. That makes sense.
Okay. Which house do you want to start at?
I'll just take this one. Mark points to one
So
of
not-
the addresses.
Then I'll take the house of Mark Warren the second, and we can meet up at the third.
All right, let me just write it down.
Good idea.
All right, see you in a bit then. If I don't
Okay.
meet up, assume that I was taken by the sphere.
It doesn't work on kids. It doesn't seem like it's had a lot of time at this point, right?
Who knows?
Well, just don't do that then.
It is a 2-story house. It looks extremely well maintained.
Lizzie walks right up on the front porch and turns the doorknob, and it opens as the door is not locked. And she will turn back to Mark, who I assume is also there at this point. So we're just gonna go in?
I guess.
Okay. Into the house she goes. And I guess she's gonna start looking for any kind of office looking room that he would be doing work in. I don't know. Great investigation. A room with bookshelves and looking through the books on them, but not finding anything remotely related.
And Mark goes up to the various bedrooms, looks in the nightstand, looks sees if there's a desk up there, looking for anything that might help.
So the thing that you get from wandering around the house for a bit is it feels kind of soulless.
Okay. Not a lot of decoration or personal
There's-
effects.
A few pieces of original art, and you do see a collection of records. But it all feels a pretty dull existence that this individual was living. Although it looks like he had some money.
Hey, Mark.
Did you find something?
There's a map with a tunnel on it.
Okay. That could be it.
It doesn't say anything about the security or what you do about it, though.
Right. Is there a key card or access number or anything like that?
Lizzie will again flip through the journal looking for anything like that. No, there's not.
I guess we'll just have to risk it. Unless you have any other ideas.
I don't. Well, I guess we'd better head back. Dillon seemed like he was staying there to talk to the robot, but where did Wayne go?
I'm not sure. Maybe he went home?
Should we check there first?
I guess. I think it's on the way, so it shouldn't be too much trouble.
Okay, let's go. And Lizzie kind of pauses and looks at the journal she's holding, and then turns back to Mark and says, "Should we take this or leave it here?"
That's a good question. Do you think you'll find anything else out about it?
I don't know. I mean, it has the map on it, but then if they know it's missing, then it could be bad if we had it? I don't know.
I think right now we shouldn't be worrying about what to do after. I think if we can just get the adults back to acting normal, we'll figure it out when we'll cross that bridge. I think it's better that we
'Kay.
have the map.
All right. And she will then continue to hang on to the journal and leave the house. Start heading towards Wayne's house.
As you come to Wayne's house, you can hear "Should I Stay or Should I Go" cranked up to the max. I guess as you approach Wayne's house.
I think he's home.
Yeah, it's a good thing we checked.
Do we just go in?
Mark will push open the door. Wayne! Wayne!
You get no response. You can see the back door is open.
And Mark will walk through the back door.
The sound is getting much louder.
Wayne, you here, buddy?
And the shed door flies open. He's looking at you as you just stand there. And he looks more confused of why you're not talking.
Is the music still going?
Yep.
Can I see the source of the music?
A giant stereo.
Okay. Mark will walk over to it and turn it down to a lower volume. We're heading out back to the tunnels. We found a map. You want to come with us?
He nods and he will follow you.
I mean, yep, we head back.
So when we enter the glade again, Dillon is drumming on the robot
Yeah.
with just like some sticks or...
Yep. Just some sticks that.
Okay. Dillon, what are you doing?
I'm teaching Tin Boy here about the drums. How different he sounds.
Is
Can you hear
it working?
Oh, good luck editing this.
How's that going?
You dweebs find anything?
Yeah, we
yeah.
found out where the tunnel is.
Oh, yay, so we can go.
I guess.
Alright, Tin Boy. I'll catch you later. Oh. Alright, Tin Boy. I'll be back.
And it watches you go.
I don't know if it particularly liked you very much.
It's a robot. It can't like or hate. It's only can only do what it's programmed to do. Haven't you watched Terminator?
I'm not allowed to watch movies like that.
What about Short Circuit?
Nope.
It's a kids' movie.
Still haven't seen it.
Well, a little bit unrealistic, but it's not too bad. The robots in it are pretty cool. All right, I guess you guys are leading the way.
And you find a hatch. It's about 500 meters away. It is in a wooded area. It is sealed by a wheel lock and is round like a submarine or nautical door.
Okay.
It looks heavy and you think it would be difficult to open from below.
Well, I guess we'd better try and open it.
You want to go first there, Dillon?
We might all have to. It looks heavy.
Well, Dillon will walk up to the hatch and... Okay. I wonder which way it goes. Assuming it's already locked, Dillon will turn the wheel
It's hard, but you can do
the other
it.
way. Yep. And then he'll try and lift it. So Dillon's straining. I don't know if 4 successes
It is.
good enough, but he's lifts it up. It starts creaking, and he's like, "Oh God, I think I got this! I think I got this!" And just as the door falls open, he goes, "Oh crap!" And he's holding his left arm. Pulled a muscle. Oh.
We could have helped, you know.
Well, if I hadn't had a fight with the bullies earlier this week,
I thought
then
it
I'll be
wasn't a
fine.
fight.
Okay, it was a disagreement.
That's not what you said either.
Okay, it was a misunderstanding.
Nope. I kept calling it a fight, and you kept saying you were just getting to know each other.
Yeah. All nice, like.
Which is how you got your nose all bloody.
And it's about 10 feet to the bottom, and there is like small lights on the floor.
How bright is it down there? Not very.
All right. Dillon looks at the others, shakes off his arm, and starts climbing down the ladder.
Your arm's still attached, right?
Shakes it off. Detached arm.
Here, hold this.
You know
that's
what
why I
I
let you
mean.
finish before I interrupted you. The air feels a little stale, and the tunnel is about 300 meters long, at least, going off into the distance.
Lizzie's just sort of looking down into it hesitantly.
And... Oh, we're at the bottom?
You are.
I am.
I'm not. Can't speak for the other two.
I guess we should.
You guys coming?
I guess we should follow him.
Wayne will go down.
Mark is looking to see what
kind of-
Lizzie does.
It's kind of dark.
It'll be okay.
Fine. She's gonna pull her flashlight out of her bag and let Mark go before her.
He will climb down.
Tales from the Loop is produced by Free League, starring SPG as Wayne, Raveninsane as Dillon, Shadow as Mark, Emily as Lizzie, and Ghost as the Storyteller. Sound and music by Sirenscape and Epidemic. This has been a Crit Fail production. Thanks for listening.